I'm waiting for it to load up so I can hit go live on Facebook.
Okay.
All right, so now we're live. Right. What's going on, everybody? This is Martin from Sigma Gaming, and today I'm going to be doing a live stream with a friend of mine who's from the Final Fantasy community in Boston, Massachusetts. Angel or Angel Morit or Angel Morit, ¿verdad? Correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, either way you want to call it, I guess. Preference.
No
Um,
preference, really.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's fair enough. So there were a couple of stuff that was shown. I'm gonna be doing like a slideshow. You'll see it where all the pictures are popping up. Unfortunately, you can't really see it. Angel can't see what I'm seeing unless he goes to the live chat. I actually tagged him, so he should be able to see what I'm seeing on my screen. But he will be a couple seconds behind because it is a stream. But yeah, they previewed a couple of silhouette spoilers or teasers. I don't know if these cards are going to be in the new set. Are they going to be promos? I'm not 100% sure. All I seen was that someone posted on Facebook, and the art for these cards look amazing. I think a lot of them look amazing, and they're from the new Final Fantasy Brave
Exvius.
Exvius. Okay, I
Yeah,
was gonna
these
say
are cards that will be in Opus 8
Opus
in the
8.
set.
Okay. Oh, so there are set
With
cards.
Yeah, with the exception of the Laswell that's in Opus 7 and the promo that'll be for the Winter Cup in the UK and the Brave Exvius Fan Festival here in the US.
Got you.
Yep. And then we have the art that was revealed at Worlds. These will also be in Opus 8.
Okay. Yeah, they previewed the Alba from Final Fantasy Legends, March from Final Fantasy Advance, and I don't remember what the last one was.
There was Arc from Final Fantasy 9. It's one of the summons in the game.
Okay, but I think there's like a little mage. I don't know where the mage is from. I know it tells you on there. You'd have to like take a look at it.
I think it was Crystal Chronicles as well.
Crystal Chronicles. So it is a Crystal Chronicles. That means we have another card we can search to. I wonder if it's going to be a backup or forward.
Could be. We also did get some of the monster forwards from WoF, so we also have that type of card coming in now, where it's multiple
Gotcha.
types of cards. Yeah.
Do you think they're
Yeah.
gonna make? You think they're gonna make more of those, or you think those are the only ones from World of Final Fantasy that are gonna be like that?
Personally, I believe they could just remain at World of Final Fantasy, being that it is thematic with the game. But at the same time, they could explore different types of cards.
That's true. That definitely could do that.
Make like a, let's say, being crazy, a backup monster, for example.
Ah, that would be lit. Well, how would that be? Like, if it's a monster and a backup at the same time?
Yeah, like they could like try and make something like that, but it's not
Oh,
something that.
so it would be a backup at all. I mean, it would be a backup, but it would be a monster in all places, right? Treated as
Yeah,
a
so you
monster.
can search it. So because that's the whole deal with the three forward monsters, Zapped, Freed, and Bubbles. You can effectively search for them as they were monsters, and you can pay one less for them with Mira because they're a monster at all times. That being said, break zone, deck, or field.
Yeah, that's true. I actually like those. My favorite one out of the whole bunch is Shiva. I don't know if you got a chance to play with the new set. I'm sure you have because you do play the game. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
uh,
I do have a deck that uses all three of them. Mainly a gold best deck that I've been toying around for funds.
yeah, no, that I think to me that's probably the one that stands out the most is the fact that you can play Gobez, and Gobez puts in play the fire, the ice one, and the was it lightning? Yeah, the lightning one.
Yeah,
And that
yeah,
new Rama is such a good card.
yeah.
Um,
And then personally, those
I,
either any of those, if I see one on the field, I try not to block them because it's just gonna bring in so much damage. For example, the fire one. If I block that Freet, I'm gonna get an Ifrit to the face.
Yeah, you are. You definitely are. And
Hmm.
it'll be super free because you already took the 4K damage, right?
Yep.
You use the
And
4K.
if being in fire, you also have Godot, which will boost its power. Warrior that'll boost it even more. That Freet can be huge.
I wonder if they're gonna do one for water, wind, and earth. Those are the three elements that are left out, right? They didn't get
Yeah.
a structure for their.
Yeah, I never did get the chance to play World of Final Fantasy. I do know that those three are the only ones in the game. Not entirely sure, but who knows? They could make other types of forwards that work that way.
Gotcha, gotcha. Now I didn't get a chance to read what RB posted about the tournament structures coming out for the next season. I did hear that we're going to be having Worlds in US this year.
Yes, their worlds will be in the US this next competitive season. Tournament wise, it was just a reply on the US group, I believe. There's really not nothing official as of yet. The only thing being that Gen Con may be a thing going forward, so that would be the only convention I would plan around.
Gotcha. Because I
Yeah.
know I used to play Naruto, and our Gen Con for us was like Worlds. You know what I mean? Our
Yeah.
biggest event of the year. You went there, competed with the best of the best, and the winner of it got, obviously all the prizing, and then he was able to design his own card. I mean, you see, they went back. I don't know how the design process went, but I think it's just a bunch of sending emails to each other or whatever. They contact you and they work with you to design a card, and then when they print it out, it had your name on the top right. It said designed by so and so of 2000, blah blah blah, winner. You know what I mean? So I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, Gen Con definitely is one of the bigger, if not the biggest convention in the US when it comes to gaming, tabletop,
Oh
card
yeah,
games.
I I think Gen Con is like the Evo of card games or just tabletop gaming in general, right?
No doubt,
That's that's
no
that's
doubt.
that's the way I see it. I've never been to Gen Con ever. Uh, I would like to probably go there sometime. Maybe.
It was fun.
I know you went there last year. You talked about the Transformers card game.
Yeah, I was only able to like really buy the starter decks, but after that, it was mainly just sticking around the Square Enix booth,
Gotcha.
playing the sealed, playing the constructed cups.
Now, I don't know if this is true. It could be all she say, he say. Uh, but I was told that we're no longer going to be doing Crystal Cups the way that they're doing now, and that Crystal Cups would be hosted at stores, at local card shops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know
Uh,
if
no.
that's true, but I don't think that's a good idea if it is true. Because
Oh, it.
not. Go ahead. Sorry,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say not every card shop can hold 100 plus players, right?
That's true. It's definitely will have to be something that Square Enix will need to leverage if in X region it's better to do it in a store or at some convention. At the same time, let's say like having it at PAX, for example,
Hmm.
mm, it's kind of a toss-up because you might have people that are there at PAX but don't really want to be competing in a card game. They want to like look around for the new games, all the new trailers, play the demos. So
Yeah,
it
that's
does
true.
kind of affect a little bit. Whereas Gen Con, it's mainly card games, so your main reason will be for your game.
That's
Then
very
on the
true.
off time, so it's definitely they have to see which conventions would be better um, for to hold a tournament or a cup for FF, and then maybe see if some shops can run cups.
What I would like for them to do, I would like for them to announce ahead of time. at least half of the year, right? They show you, or like all the big events that are going to be going on. These are going to be the 5 big majors or 4 big majors, whatever, just day in advance, so people can plan ahead. You know, uh, we have lives, so we have jobs. Not everybody can
Yeah,
make it to some
it,
of these events, and some people would like to travel. I would love to travel, you know, across the U.S. just to make it to an event. Unfortunately, when they're doing things short notice, I really can't do that.
yeah, the short notice can and will affect a lot of people. But it is what it is. Like they're trying their best, so that's all we can hope for.
Yes, that's very true. Um, what deck have you been playing in this current meta? Being that the 2 cards are banned now, the Thaumaturges and the
Jesper.
Desper.
Yeah, I really stopped using those 2 cards a while. I always had Turbo Discard in my deck box just out of necessity to practice with it or
A
help
pocket
other
pick.
people practice. Yeah, or if need be, if like it is what it is, let's play it.
Gotcha.
But ever since say Nats, I've mainly tried different decks. I always have playing with Scions, Mono Water Fusoya,
Do you
and
think the
then just
Scions got a booster set?
not really. I like the new Thancred. It does bring in some sneaky plays, but I still would prefer the Opus 5's Thancred over it. I do
Yeah,
have a deck where I try both of them out. Sometimes the plays are can sneak in with the new Thancred, but the only place where I really like that thing is that new Thancred is in title. Like
gotcha.
any card that says Sign of the Seventh Dawn, it's going to be good on a 14 title.
Well, that makes sense. So you can have multiple
Yeah.
copies in play and stuff like that.
Yep, and
Of the
then
same name.
Ida just becomes absurdly huge.
I've been messing around with Mono Fire. I really like it, Mono Fire. And it's funny because I'm not playing like the new, what do you call those dudes? Warrior Lights at all.
The
The
starter
only
ones?
Yeah, the only new fire card I'm actually playing is Bomb. I think Bomb is obnoxious. Like I love that. I think that card is really really powerful.
I've been playing around with a mono fire deck as well, but I am using both Warrior of Light and Furion, the new Furion.
Yes, and I was gonna say, Furion's the one that has the EX burst, right?
Yes,
Yeah, that card is really good.
like the combo of going with the backup K-Tuna, the Opus 6, the one that lets you pick out a summon, play it without casting it, paying its casting cost. So I would just play that into Phoenix, targeting Furion. So then Phoenix gets the boost from Ketuna, doing 3,000 damage instead of the usual 2,000, and then you get Furion's effect stacked on it. So you can deal something 9,000 damage with that combo.
I'm also loving the Noctis. I think that Noctis is really really good. Super big fan of it. Uh, it's it does a lot of work.
It does.
I think it does too much work. We need to pay this man overtime.
it in a deck revolving around him, yeah, he can do so much work. Right. The amount of plays that he can pull out is insane. Another card that I've been
Sorry,
using a
doing
lot,
something
and
on
it
my phone real quick. Keep going.
one of the cards that I've been using a lot and has provided a lot of success is the new Prish. Like I made a Prish deck for the first event that we had at our shop. It was basically grab 9 Prishes, um, Yang Ursula, Wool, all the Earth good stuff,
I
Mono
have
Earth.
yet to temper with that card. I literally forgot she existed.
I it
It's sad because I remember like when she got preview, I was like, yo, this card is really good. Like, it's gonna be fun. And I literally forgot she was in the game.
it's a good card. Like you need to obviously you need to build a deck around that Prish. Like it needs to be a Prish deck.
I think with
So
this set, I was able to build a Fusoya deck, just straight mono Earth Fusoya with EX Burst. Almost every card in the deck is EX Burst. It's just mono Earth.
nice.
Because of the Noctis, everything just works very well. Obviously, if you mix the colors, if you went like Water Earth, it's a lot better. But I was like, let me try the mono Earth version. It's pretty cool. I didn't think that I was able to find at least 50 EX Burst cards that would work in a deck, but there is. I don't use 50 because obviously the Fusoya that's not EX Burst, the Cecil's not EX Burst, so.
Yeah, you could always also put in the other Cecil, the
yeah, of course,
5 Legend.
He's definitely in the deck, but
okay.
You want to have having Cecil and Noctis on the board. That's like a guaranteed kill.
Yeah, like they better have Minwu on the field, and pray everything is bigger than Noctis, because the Noctis himself just gonna kill something.
Yeah, for sure. And then on top of that, if you EX burst the Yojimbo, yeah, and your opponent has like 2 dudes on the board, it's or 3. You can just kill 3 guys with just that one your Jimbo combo.
Mm-hmm.
Because you hit off the 7k off the Fusoya, and then your Jimbo gives him a 3k boost, I believe. He puts Noctis at like 10k, and you're gonna do 10k to somebody, and then that's off the EX burst, and then Noctis effect will do another 10k to somebody else.
Yep.
I mean, granted, you got to use this effect because you're gonna kill yourself. Hey, what's going on, Ronaldo? I didn't realize there were people that was in here. It was like a Matthew Rice logged in and Ronaldo.
Definitely, like this set did bring a lot of tools. Like even Fire got some good stuff that it needed badly.
I felt that to me, the deck was I won't say deck. The set was a little bit lacking. I mean, it wasn't like it didn't bring a lot of crazy broken stuff, and it wasn't a disappointment. So I can't say like, yo, this set sucks, because it definitely was a great set.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have really powerful cards.
Very small compared to some of the other ones. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I felt like there weren't as many cards in that set. I need to probably check the numbers actually. Let me go look that up. See how many cards are in this set. And I love the starter deck. I think the starter decks were amazing.
The dual starter deck?
Oh my god. That Ultimecia is so good. I've been using her in my mannequin deck.
I bought 2.
Really?
Yeah, one. I bought one for my use, so I can have my playset of all the starter cards, whatnot. And then I have one still in the box, which I'm only gonna sleeve as is, just for teaching new people. Like that, those decks are really good to teach new people.
So the set has 138 cards. So it was just me. that's a lot of cards, man. Let me see what the last set, 130. So it has more than the last set. The last set was a lot smaller. Opus 5.
You have to consider the starter cards. Those are in the set too, technically.
Yeah.
And then
Opus 5 had 166. I think that's the reason why I think it's small, because Opus 5 was huge.
Yeah.
It introduced so much. Hey Ronaldo, are you gonna be playing on Thursdays? I've been wanting to go down to Denver's and play with you guys, but I never seem to get a ride.
We have Thursdays and Saturdays now too.
Are you guys doing dual days now?
Yeah, on Saturdays we're doing pack per wins now.
Okay.
At around 3. It's marked as 3 p.m., but we tend to start 4ish, just so everyone can get through traffic. If people get out of work.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I've been also playing Super, the card game,
Hmm?
because I'm usually always free Sunday, and all the tournaments are for Super is on Sunday, so it gives me a chance to play that, at least play something, because we don't have any tournaments on Sunday for FF in our local area, right?
No. Mm, not at the moment.
It's not bad. Well, I'm gonna cut this a little short. I wasn't trying to make a long one because there wasn't that much for us to really talk about for the most part. I know there's a tournament going on. I think the Winter Cup or something like that for in UK, or I won't say UK, Europe. That's going on. I believe soon or probably happen. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, there's
We're here just waiting for like news.
yeah. We're waiting for news, but we also do have in January, Cards of Evilus is throwing an event for
Cards of
FF.
Evil.
Cards of Evilus.
What's that?
That's one of the online shops where you can buy cards.
Oh, okay, where are they hosted? Don't tell me on the West Coast.
Florida.
Oh, okay, that's not that bad. When
Yeah.
you said January?
Yeah, January 12th. They're hosting a community event.
Nah, I won't be able to make it to that. Jeez, that sucks. If it was probably like maybe March, that time frame, I definitely would have been able to make it. I definitely would have been able to make it to that event. Do you know what the price is? Or do you know if there's like a link to all that stuff?
See. Oh, yeah, there is a link where I can share this.
Got you.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely go check it out. Like, Florida's
So,
pretty hot.
yeah, event-wise, there's two um, events. There's a constructed tournament, and then there's a draft tournament.
Okay, so they're doing two events at the same place. So like,
Yes.
is it like a 2 day event? 1 day? Do you know?
No, it's a 1 day event.
Okay, they're doing draft. I never was a big fan of draft. I don't mind it too much. I would prefer draft of different sets, not just draft on one set.
Yeah, I do like a limited formats. I'm a fan of sealed, not necessarily simplified sealed a little bit. Drafting, I haven't done it in FF as of yet, but I would
Yeah,
be
I
interested
think I
to.
think we do a lot of sealed in FF, which I actually prefer seal over draft. And drafting takes so much time for no reason.
But yeah, for now, that's the biggest event coming up in the FF community in the US, at least
That you know of, right?
that I know of. Yes.
I'm sure there's other events. I just don't like you said. You don't know it. I don't know. We're just at the mercy of Square. Hopefully, Square speaks about something very soon, and I hope these cards are gonna be good. Because I noticed that we're getting a. I don't even know who this guy's name, but he reminds me of Ace. That was that red sword.
Oh, Rain.
That
Yeah,
is that his name, right?
yeah, Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the main characters. If
I
not
believe
the
him and,
the
and
main.
him and the other dude, right? The dude with the blue. But anyway, there's they have two ones. They have a fire one and they have a light one. So
Yep.
hopefully the good cards. And I hope this set is a lot bigger than the last set. I want to see them hit, 166 like they did for Opus 5. That would be fucking lit. But yeah, no, definitely gonna call it short. It wasn't too much to talk about, but we'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
Care.